Hello, my name is Shinpai, and welcome to Crystal Dragon server survival build. So this is a brand new series that I'm starting, and we are going to be doing different kinds of builds related specifically to this server. Now, I'm not the only one on this server, so keeping kind of to a little bit more of an RPG-ish fantasy theme. But I will show you around today before we get to any major builds. I do have one in the works, pretty big one, so let's go ahead and take a quick look around and show you guys what this place looks like. And hello, chicken. Now, this is my house here. This is the upstairs, and it is populated by chickens. We have lots of chickens in this house. From time to time. Sometimes they get out, sometimes they're let out. I'm not sure where they always end up going, but got the basic texture pack on right now, so everything's a little on the boring side. Nighttime. But this is... oh, hello, spider. Oh. Apparently not. Okay. Hiding underneath the patio. Alright, so this is the second floor patio. This is the bedroom on the second floor. I've got a nice little view of the desert. That is a mine area out there, and we'll check that out at some point. This is the residential area, one of two in the city, and this is the main floor of my house. Small, simple. I was trying to keep things... go away. Trying to keep things kind of fairly small and simple. There are restrictions on building within the city limits. Good grief, that's a hyper chicken. Dude. Lay off the caffeine. This is the first basement floor. Got the crafting tables and several furnaces here. Always important to have an ender chest. I've been here a while, and there's a neat little mod that'll actually show you how to get those diamonds. Not just diamonds, but other minables. Now, down here we have the larger storage room and potion stand. I started brewing my own potions. We do have a brewery here. Commerce is sort of encouraged. There's commerce set up for the server, but unfortunately it's not. There you are. Let's get rid of you. Oh, come on. Okay. We have a lot of people that aren't on this server a whole lot. Not that we have a lot of people, but we have a handful of people, and we only have just 3 that kind of play on the server the most. One of them lives directly across from me, and this is Dresda's house. I believe that's how you say it. And very interesting design. A lot of people tend to have slightly more contemporary tastes than I do, despite this being kind of a fantasy RPG type server. I'm a little confused by that, but as you can see, oh, different views of my house as I try to drown myself. A little bit more medieval inspired. And Desdra's house, a little bit more modern. And next door to me, we have Wolf Featherwing, and she's not on a whole lot. I would like to see her on a little bit more. Her house actually is not finished yet. She can, as I said, actually we have building restrictions. I have dug down about as deep as you can go. Actually, as deep as you can go. I did not build as high as you can build. I am not the tallest building in the residential. I'm okay with that though. Other people went ahead and went for the height limit. And this house here belongs to Gabo. Now, again, another modern design. I think it looks nice, but it just seems out of place with the rest of the town, the main buildings. So yeah, that is interesting. So, and this here is the message board. I have to be careful what I show here because there is some sensitive information. I may have to cut it out. We'll see. And over here we have the portal house, and it's connected directly to the request house and storage. So this would be the Ghostly Whisper Inn and Pub. If you want to get a room here for starting out on the server, it's not a bad idea. Kind of give you a bed to sleep in. And this is Dragon's Tier Crystalline Tower, home of Mayor Elisande. I have not seen her in a long time. I don't think she gets on anymore. And while I love potions, especially if we're going into the Nether, she's not on, she can't restock. So that's why I started my own brewery. So this is the beacon here for the town. That's the Nether portal. Over here we have a small Cthulhu organic produce. Please repent after harvest. Just these little tiny 4x4 plots. It goes up. Everything that grows, it's not a tree, is pretty much here. So all of the crops, and that includes netherwort, cane, the sugar cane, and pumpkins, mushrooms. And this is the other residential area. Now, we were told to make aesthetically pleasing houses, and Danger Dave likes this mud hut. This has been condemned once, and I am not sure why it's still standing. The mayor condemned it, but I actually really like it. I think it's kind of cute, and we are so judging you. Cute and defiant. I like it. Regno, he would be... Actually, we have 3 admins on this server so far. There's not a whole lot of people here. Regno would be one of them. Elisande would be the other. And the third would be here. Uskanax. Again, another very contemporary styled home. He likes contemporary modern, which has me a little confused because I thought this was more of a RPG, fantasy, medieval server, but oh well. This would be his airskiff. There is a mod installed called Movecraft. It allows you to build these neat little airskiffs and also build some ocean-going ships as well. There's a couple of things. I think also elevators. We'll be getting into that later in the series because these are actually very related to my first build in this series. And then, oh, can't forget Riveter's. Riveter's house, which has been under construction so long, you'd think it was a government contract, according to Uskanax. Yeah. It looks complete, but I've been inside and up top. It seems like it's missing a floor or 3. So, yeah, that is the residential areas. This is part of a large shop. Hungry Ooze Bakery, Deli, Cafe, and Fish Market. It's kind of everything. So, payment box. Anything and everything you could want to eat. Another payment box. Everything's in iron. I think some of their prices are tantamount to extortion, depending on what you're trying to buy in there. And here, I actually like this. It is a lot more reasonable. You get enchanted, well, can't enchant arrows, but enchanted items for weapons, tools, armor, and pretty much as long as it stays in stock. Just 3 iron per tool and weapon, 5 per armor, which is actually kind of really nice. You don't have to worry about the levels yourself and just come here and buy something. It's a great way to keep yourself well armored until you can get some good levels and some diamond. Now, last little bit of the town is the horses. And most of these horses are it's kind of a free-for-all with the horses. I recently brought this guy in. He's oops. Not what I meant to do. Anyway, I recently brought this guy in. I had been on a long journey and brought him back with me. So he's kind of there for everybody to use. Got a couple of armored up horses. I believe they've been named the mountain sheep. I think we are missing most of the sheep. I could have sworn there were more sheep here. Maybe that's just me. And here we've got the happy dairy cows. So definitely want to keep these things, keep their numbers up, keep breeding them. Same thing with the chickens, and we actually need chicken eggs. We are going to do a little bit of mischief. It's okay if he gets out. It just goes out into the secondary yard. Sorry if you guys heard that. One of the cats decided to try falling out of the cat tree. They're not always graceful or smart. Anyway, these are pigs, honey-fed pigs. Again, everybody needs to do their part by making sure everybody is bred up before killing. Sometimes I'll come through here and just breed everybody, so there's lots for everybody to partake of. So that is pretty much it for the main town. Now, you can exit out the back, and this is where it's kind of an informal tree farm. Come out back, and yes, welcome to Crystalia Dragonia, our crystal dragon. And this would be the eastern entrance, and the western entrance is actually opens right up to spawn. So whenever anybody spawns in, they're gonna come through here. And yes, the beacon's set to speed boost. So there's a path to the docks out that way. You spawn in there. There's a list of rules and list of server mods. We'll go into those later. And you pick up your stuff and then kind of head on in, or you can head over there where there's a an established mine. It's not been cleared out though. There's not been a whole lot of mining done. Just kind of pick a different direction from where everything else has been happening. There is a naturally spawned village over that direction. And out this way we have docks for the Movecraft, not airships, but for the water ships right now. I think I think Uska is working on an airship dock over that way. And further on, there is going to be a farm. This did an automatic farm. So this is pretty much it. One last thing. Go in and show you. I'm going to show you the teleportation hub. Now, this is actually a very neat mod. Teleportation mod. Portal to the Cathedral of Cthulhu. Now, I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. But this is part of the teleportation mod. So instead of taking you to the Nether, it pops you over into the cathedral. Sometimes it pops you into the floor. I have died 3 different times to this floor. I finally gave up, hollowed out underneath it, and put instructions to dig up should anybody else need to get out of there, because when I finally figured out what was happening, because I was just suddenly porting and dying, and it was making me very angry. I'd lost so many levels and actually some really good gear, and I could not figure out where it went. Now, this server also has a mod. It's called Death Chest. So whatever can fit from your inventory into a small chest. So the 3x9 slotted chest will appear on your death spot. So whatever will fit in there will go in there. If there's anything extra, it just kind of lays around and can despawn if it takes you too long to get back. And I had lost some pretty good gear. Thought I did, until I figured out that I kept porting into the floor. It just, the light turned on, ha ha ha. And dug around underneath and found my death chests, multiple, and other people's actually all connected together. So I went and returned what I could figure out belonged to who, and got my stuff back. Then I put a little cave underneath there, lit it up, and said dig up. But this is the Cathedral of Cthulhu. This is nowhere near anywhere else. We are on an island out in the middle of nowhere. But again, this server likes to be a little cheatery. They used mods to find different types of biomes. So I've not been here. I have been here. Swamp, I've not been here. A couple other places here. So you always spawn over in this area. And over here is the Crystallia Dragonia, so basically Spawn Town. That's how to get back to Spawn Town. And there's a couple more things, but I will show them to you in the next video. To the Forever Blossom Forest and Shinpai Sky Sunderer. Now this is a build that I've already made. It is an XP grinder, and I will show that off here in the next episode. I can show you guys how to build this. This is it's based off of a design that I saw Captain Sparkles build in one of his survival series. This goes to a flower forest. So we're going to leave this here, and in the next episode we will go check out the Sky Sundering Grinder, the XP grinder, and kind of give you guys a little tour of that, and give you guys a tour of the village. And I think after that we will get going into the build. Going to keep the build a secret for the moment, but it is related to the Movecraft mod that we have installed, which allows for, and I'll give you a hint, aircraft. So we've got a lot on our plate ahead of us, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye bye!